Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I'm Gage Samoji. He is Emerson Hip, and this is the Intoxicated.
So we can cheers.
Yes. I want to try that beer you're having, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you went with the DIPA off the bat.
Just trying to get in the groove early and then kind of lighten it up as the night goes.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
We're drinking some original pattern. We're drinking two different beers. I'm drinking the Yakima Keef.
I got the Master of Disaster Double IPA.
That one sounds promising. This one's good too, though. You got some pretty good beers out of the original pattern.
Here, try this.
Have you got this one?
Yeah. I wanted to go side by side. I'm doing it. Yours is definitely like a lighter, less punchy, but still good.
Yours is dankier for sure. Deb and I had a beer because we're doing our 75 beers. I think I mentioned before.
Yeah.
We're actually getting pretty close to finishing-ish.
You're in the 50s now?
We're in the 50s now.
Yeah.
Which is nice. It was and she's going to post it soon, I think. Henhouse Stoked Hazy Pale Ale.
We have that on draft at Norman Rose.
Do you really?
Yeah. We've actually had it on draft for a long time.
Have you really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I gave it a good score, too. I didn't know you had it. It was a really good
It's tasty, yeah.
And I think the people have heard me talk about hazy IPAs all the time, or in the past. I can only drink a few. Mm-hmm. I could probably drink multiple hazy pale ales.
So did you guys drink that out of a can? Mm-hmm. Did you pour it into a glass by chance?
No. When we do it, we just drink it whatever it's in.
Because I'm curious, because we, like Brett and I talked about this at work, how it doesn't pour very hazy. Like it's pretty clear for a hazy beer.
I was kind of finding myself looking in the can to see what it, but I couldn't really tell.
Yeah.
I guess
I was just kind of curious what it looks like out of the can, like if it's similar.
No, it was really good. Yeah. I think it's not a spoiler because no one really cares. But I gave it 8 out of 10.
8, all right.
I think it was really good.
Yeah, I mean, Henhouse makes solid beer.
They do.
Yeah,
they really do. Honestly. How you doing? You good?
Good. Yep.
Good. Victory Wednesday. Excuse me for you. For me, not
3
so
for
much.
3.
All my teams suck.
Yeah, we've Niners have won games, but it hasn't been pretty. And more injury news that we're going to talk about later.
A win is a win is a win.
Yeah.
But at what cost, right?
Right. Hopefully we have our technical difficulties from last week figured out. My side of the microphone didn't seem to be working all that great. But, yeah. We have all the windows closed this time. No fan running like last week. It's not nearly as hot. We've had a very tropical weather day in Napa.
Weird. Don't like it. Raining.
Coming off of a 99-something degree day, whatever it was.
Isn't there
yesterday?
a tropical storm from somewhere that is causing this to happen for us?
I would think so. Yeah.
Because this is not regular.
No, this is funky.
I joked about it, but Napa's too expensive to have this kind of weather. Right. You know what I mean? Like this, come on, let's get
the shit out of here.
Seriously. We have a bottle of booze that you want to talk about.
Exciting news. We have Jepson's liqueur in the house.
So give us the...
I've been somewhat seeking this out for a little while. It is widely considered the worst tasting alcohol in the world.
Like hard alcohol.
Hard alcohol, yep. It's
because I've had the worst beer in the world, and it was that cookie butter beer from Trader Joe's.
How does it compare to a Hammer? Throwing it back. Hammer was pretty ass.
Hey, for those who know, they know. Hammer was so bad, and I think it's better. I couldn't even. It's tough. Both I couldn't finish because Hammer was even bad ice cold.
Yeah, it was one of those American lagers that just did not go down easy.
I would rather drink Hammer.
Okay,
that's how bad it was for me.
Interesting.
The taste because of the coconut, the vanilla, terrible.
Yeah,
and I love Trader Joe's. No shade on Trader Joe's. Yeah. They have a lot of beers that you can choose from, and a lot of those beers Deb and I have been using for our 75 beers. So we appreciate Trader Joe's for that.
Yeah, so this is made in Chicago. It's basically native to the north or the Midwest rather. It's pretty much the only place you can find it. I decided to figure out if I could have it delivered to me here in California, and was able to do so.
Yeah.
And
it looks like piss.
It literally, like if you're watching, that's what it looks like. It looks like urine.
It looks like my piss when I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
It does. Yeah.
And it's gross.
Although yours might be darker.
Yeah, well, if you ask some people, they would agree with you on that. But I think so. We're going to try a little bit of it right now.
Yeah, just so we can get a taste of it, get a feel for it. It's 35% alcohol.
If you don't watch us on YouTube, maybe tune in right now to see what our faces look like.
Yeah,
because it might be worth it. Also, I think this is what we're going to incorporate through. I know we said we were going to do Mad Dog 2020. I think for Gage's guarantees, if I get stuff wrong, which I'm not going to, but if I do, given there is one this week, shout out, I will drink some of this.
Yeah.
But I don't know to the extent. Just you think of
I think it's just a quick shot.
Just like a nice,
maybe like not even a full one, depending on how bad we think this is.
So I'm psyching myself out right now. Like I'm a little scared.
Opening the bottle for the first time.
Do you want to smell it?
I think I do actually. It actually smells kind of good.
Really?
It smells like chartreuse.
Really? That's not bad.
It doesn't smell like the people say it tastes.
I'm scared.
Am I gonna like this stuff now?
Is this gonna be the new Fernet?
Okay, there's a little splash for you.
Okay.
And even on the bottle it says,
yeah.
What was the quote? It says, "Its bitter taste is savored by two-fisted drinkers." So that leads me to believe that people need to chase this one down with something.
Like
so
my heart's beating fast.
We got our beers ready.
Okay, so.
Whew. Okay.
To Malort.
To Malort.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, what the fuck? That has a funky finish.
Not nearly as bad.
It's not that bad, but that is
as bad as I thought.
That is a weird finish, though.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of what was the artichoke look like on the front?
Oh yeah, Chinar.
That's what it kind of reminds me of.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the sweetness though.
No,
that's funky. It's not that bad at first, but
no.
It just has a very nasty, bitter aftertaste.
I was expecting it to be way worse.
I was expecting worse too.
But I've had Seagram's gin ice cold that's worse than that. I've had Wolf Schmidt that's worse than that.
I mean that's
definitely it's different.
It's different. It's definitely not good, but I do think that flavor at first that you get is pretty good.
Are you gonna double dip?
No, just the aroma is funky. It's not that terrible, but
it's not.
I can see why people don't like it.
Do you think it's worse than Fernet?
I think Fernet actually you could argue is a little more harsh, like all the way through.
Yeah.
That finish is pretty disgusting, but
I do think it's lingering now a little bit in my mouth.
It's got
It's not as bad as I thought, which is nice.
Definitely not as bad as I thought too. I thought I was maybe gonna gag. Maybe taking a full shot would be a lot worse. Just saying.
Should we try it?
No. But that was fun.
Have you looked up to try to see if you can make any kind of cocktail with this?
I might have to now, just since I got a full bottle. Either that or just ruin people's day by saying, "Hey, I got this sick liquor. You want to try it?"
Just next time Danny wants a shot of some whiskey, just give him that and see.
Boom. Yes.
Sure, he'll really appreciate that. So that'll be Gage's guarantee. And like you said, it might be worse. Maybe he'll bring over a double shot glass or do something like that.
Hey,
to make it worse. Just so.
Yeah, whatever you want to do, boss.
Worth it, you know what I mean? So.
Okay. Well, that's in the books, my lord.
Yeah, there we go. Not too bad.
All right, ready to talk sports?
Sure.
We got the Giants game on in the background. They're actually
all of a sudden now that they're eliminated, they're going to start winning.
Yep.
Start scoring some runs.
We're in the final week of the regular season. Giants were officially eliminated last night after losing to the Cardinals once again. They blew an 8-3 lead. Pretty awesome. But here they are.
Shout out Sonny Gray, man. I just said it earlier. Still doing it. Sonny Gray's still doing it.
Kind of feel bad. I feel like we jinxed Willie Adames. I don't think he's going to get that 30 unless he hits two more.
I'm glad. I was going to ask you this question. Yeah. Excuse me. Is he going to hit 30 this season? He currently has 28.
Yeah. He's been sitting on 28 for a minute, though.
There's 4 more games to play, I think, including this one.
Right.
So after this one's over, it'll be 3 more.
Do we know how they scored the run? It wasn't Willie Adames.
No, I saw him strike out.
Okay. All right. As much as I want to be optimistic about it, I'm going to say no. And this wouldn't be a good season for that to be the case.
Why is it such a curse? Why is it so hard to hit 30 home runs since Bonds? It doesn't make any sense.
It is kind of weird.
I mean, I know it's the ballpark and all that. But
I kind of think Devers might do it next year.
Yeah.
But that's next year.
Hopefully.
We do have some interesting playoff races still going on. Over in the American League East, the Blue Jays lead the Yankees by just a half game. That lead has shrunk quite a bit over the last month. Boston also just 3 games back in the American League East. In the AL Central, the Guardians have come all the way back from being, I want to say, maybe as many as
15.
11 games or something.
Yeah,
and they're on a tear of going like 15-2 or something in their last 17. And they've actually tied the Tigers now for the division lead, and I believe they own the tiebreaker. And they're playing right now, which I'm going to check the score, and because the Guardians were up. late in that game. Let's see, ESPN, what do you got for me? Guardians won, so they now have a full game lead in the American League Central, which is a crazy turn of events.
Also, I want to give a shout out to, what was his name? Who got hit in the face?
Oh, David Fry. Yeah, my goodness.
David Fry, 98 miles per hour. He tried to bunt, hit him square in the face. I think broke his nose, facial fracture.
Yeah.
Brutal. I just saw the play a few minutes ago on my phone.
That was rough.
Terrible. I mean, it's essentially like I told you. Essentially, you're just sitting there saying, "Hit my face."
Yeah, because the ball, I think glance stop is bad, but regardless, like
No,
it's still just taking one.
It's almost impressive that he didn't get like knocked out,
Right. Yeah.
like just out cold. But nonetheless, it's
Yeah.
speedy recovery.
Yep.
And hopefully he can come back for maybe for the Guardians a long playoff run.
Right. So that was game 2 of that series that the Guardians just won tonight, and they got another game tomorrow. So four total games left for both those teams. That'll be an interesting. I mean, the Tigers have led the division basically from start to finish until now. So heck of a run by Cleveland. American League wild card. The Red Sox hold the 5th spot. Tigers are 6th. They are now 2 games back of Boston. And then the Astros are going to be a half game back of Detroit now. And they're the last team on the outside looking in. Okay. Astros might not make the playoffs. We haven't seen that in a long time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
I believe Seattle has actually wrapped up that division now, so that they are no longer going to be American League champs this year.
Speaking of Seattle, big dumper.
Big dumper, 59 bombs now.
When we're here next week, will he have hit 60?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm done doubting him because I did that for a long time, and I doubted him on getting to 50, and here he is knocking on the door of 60.
Really want it for him because it's a nice round number.
Yeah.
And if he has just 59, which is still an incredible season, you want him to get the 60.
Right.
I do.
Yeah. 60 sounds nice. Not a lot of guys can say they've done that.
And
I think he needs to get the MVP too, personally. Judge is obviously going to make a great case
because he has more of the batting average.
He's got the rate stats.
I think he had 2 bombs today.
He
has like 51.
He's over 50.
52.
Yeah. But I mean, Raleigh plays catcher. He's played like 120 games behind the plate. He's handling one of the best pitching staffs in the league.
From what I've heard, from what I've been told, or from what I've heard, it's one of the best catching seasons of all time.
It's got to be. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. I mean, I know Johnny Bench had some great years. Mike Piazza as well.
Tigers catcher, I can't remember his name.
Oh, Ivan Rodriguez.
Yes.
Pudge. Yeah.
Pudge. And then Posey won the MVP as a catcher in 2012. Didn't hit 59 home runs.
No, not even close. but yeah, no. Cal Raleigh having a heck of a season. Over in the National League, the Dodgers lead the Padres by just 2 games heading into the final few here. So that division's not completely wrapped up yet. And then in the NL wild card, the Mets hold the final wild card spot. They are getting their asses kicked by the Cubs right now. And the Reds and Diamondbacks are both just a game back of the Mets, which the Mets have just been on free fall for the last month. They let the Giants get back in it for a little bit until they fell on their faces. But here we are with Cincinnati and Arizona right on their tails.
With the Dodgers and Padres, what do you think? Who do you think's going to win the division of that?
I think it's probably going to be the Dodgers. They'll get it done on second to last day of the year probably.
I hate to agree, but the Padres do seem like they've. Well, it doesn't seem like they have been. They have been the Dodgers' little brother for.
Right.
I know the Padres did beat them in.
Was that 22 maybe?
22 divisional series.
Yeah, to get to the championship.
I think went 5 games, right? Something like that. It's the Dodgers, and I hate to say it, but they're just kind of inevitable.
A little bit.
I mean, they didn't have the season I thought they would have. I think I was probably screaming like 105 wins.
Oh, for the Dodgers, yeah.
For the Dodgers.
And I think they're only approaching 90 right now.
But now we're getting into the anybody but. I mean, it's always anybody but the Dodgers, but especially
it's
when the playoffs
it's full on now.
Full on. Like one of the volunteers at my work today asked, "So who are you rooting for now that the Giants are out?" And I said, "Anybody but the Dodgers."
Yeah.
Anybody but the Dodgers, and so that's just what it is. Always.
Yeah. And speaking of the Dodgers, legend Clayton Kershaw announcing his retirement. This is going to be his final season. Pitched his final regular season home game against the Giants last week. Mm-hmm. Didn't pitch great, but the Dodgers did end up winning that game.
As a Giants fan, you want the Dodgers to lose that game just out of
right.
pettiness.
It was kind of funny to see Ramos lead off the game with a home run.
Love it. That was great.
Just kind of put a damper on things a little bit. But
Clayton Kershaw, I mean, he's one of those. I imagine, as a Giants fan, we treat Clayton Kershaw as a Red Sox fan, would probably treat Derek Jeter.
Sure.
Yeah, you would love to have him on your team. You hate to play against him.
Yeah.
But you have to respect him.
Right.
Because Clayton Kershaw, to me, he seems like a stand-up guy.
Oh, yeah. Seems like a very, very awesome dude.
And, of course, he had his shortcomings and that kind of thing.
In the
playoffs numerous times.
Which we love.
Of course. But he did get his ring in 2020. Now, I'm not one of those guys that says it's a half ring, whatever. He won the ring he could have won.
Right.
And then he also was part of the team that won last year. I don't think he pitched.
I don't think he pitched
in that series.
Yeah. Did he even pitch in the playoffs?
Like, do you? I mean, obviously, he has that second ring. But how do you feel personally about? It's kind of like we were talking about earlier today with the Vernon Davis being on the Broncos Super Bowl 50 team. Which did anybody else know that?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, I guess it's a little different because Kershaw's more of a bigger name and has been on a Dodger his whole career.
Yeah.
But like to you, like, do you think it's like with the Carson Wentz Eagles ring?
Yeah.
Like, he was a huge part of the team, but didn't play in the game that caused the...
Yeah, he didn't even play in the playoffs.
No, because he got hurt.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I think, like, he still, like, has pretty not great numbers in the playoffs overall, so there's that. Yeah. He didn't play a huge part on either of those championship teams. He wasn't, like, the number 1, 2, or 3 starter on either of those teams. I think he pitched out of the bullpen a couple times in that 2020 season, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. I guess, so I don't know. I guess I would say the 2020 World Series win for him is more.
I mean, he was there, and he was
there and part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still on paper. He's a 2-time champion. Yeah. It's like Steve Young, like I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
Steve Young's a 3-time champion for those who don't know, right. But he was backing up. He was backing up Joe for 2 of them, and then finally won the '94 Super Bowl that won Super Bowl MVP, 6 touchdowns, the whole thing.
I'm gonna just kind of fact check myself on what he did for both those playoff runs. So 2020, he actually pitched pretty good in 2020 in the playoffs. 5 starts, 30 innings, 2.93 ERA. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So he was a part of that. Last year didn't pitch at all in the postseason. So yeah, that's kind of like Matt Cain's last ring. He didn't even pitch in the postseason at all. So how much do you really give him credit for it?
Exactly.
I don't know. But yeah, overall 4.49 ERA in the postseason for his career. So not the greatest.
Yeah. But one of the greatest regular season.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely an all-timer.
He is. He'll go to the Hall of Fame as soon as he can.
Exactly. Yeah, no question.
First ballot probably won't be 100% because nobody except for Mariano Rivera gets 100% these days.
If there's a guy who was a former Giants beat writer on the Hall of Fame, Writers Association or whatever,
they'll just do that out of spite.
Exactly. You don't get it.
I do respect Kershaw for. And I don't know if at the beginning of the season this was part of his whole plan. But you know, some guys, it's like when LeBron's going to retire, he's going to let everybody know so he has the retirement campaign.
Right.
Kershaw, doing this under the table seemed like not making it about himself.
Right.
And just saying, you know what, this is it. Thanks for the memories.
Right.
I do respect that a little.
I kind of wonder if maybe he's only 37. I'd say only, but like 37 is not. I mean, Justin Verlander's still going. He's 42. So it's not it's not crazy to pitch till you're 40.
Yeah.
And he's still having a solid season. So I think maybe he just wanted to see where he was at this far into the season and like could he do it again? And he probably was like, I think this is probably my time.
He's a made man.
Yeah. Made man.
No doubt about it.
Probably doesn't want to pitch when he feels like he's not at his best, which
exactly.
I'm sure he could see that coming.
Yeah.
But
do you think he'd trade his career for Madison Bumgarner's?
I don't know. Probably not.
Not.
But there was a point where that was definitely a case that could be made.
Do you think Madison Bumgarner trade his career?
Definitely not. Do not think so at all.
No way, right?
I mean,
2014 for Madison Bumgarner is. I mean, as a fan of teams that aren't great, that is the championship for me.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the Giants won two previously. But that 2014 World Series alone was... and the whole run, actually. The whole postseason run was insane. That has been my peak... The peak of my fandom was that...
He single-handedly won 3 of the 4 games in the series. 3 of the 4 wins.
Insane.
It's pretty incredible.
I mean, there's certain parts of his career I'm sure he wished... I'm sure he wished he had like the no-hitter or the MVP that Kershaw has.
And the longevity, too, because he flamed out pretty hard.
But I'm sure he'll take a World Series MVP over a regular season MVP.
Yeah.
Because that means you won the World Series.
Exactly, yeah. MVP doesn't mean shit. Interesting note about changes to next season in Major League Baseball. They're adding the automatic ball strike challenge system next season, which I haven't read up on the details of this completely, but ESPN was saying that each team gets 2 challenges a game, but you get to keep it if you get it right.
Yeah, so I have it right here. It says, and this is from ESPN as well. It says each team will get 2 challenges and can keep them if they're successful.
Yeah, so basically you get to fail twice, and then you don't get to challenge anymore.
Challenges can only be initiated by a pitcher, catcher, or a batter, and the request must come right after the pitch.
Yeah. I kind of like this.
I don't mind it.
I wonder if 2 is like maybe not enough, but I guess they want to make sure if you're challenging, you're getting it right.
Well, it's all. I think it's all just gonna be a learning process.
A little bit, yeah.
They might learn that maybe 2's not enough, or 2 is too much, or they're taking advantage of it.
Right. No, I don't hate this at all.
No, I don't either.
I'm all for getting the calls correct as long as it's not like totally slowing the pace of the play down. But they said it takes on average about 13 seconds to get the call after initiating.
Hey, anything for me to be able to stay at a ball game a little longer than I'm paying a lot of money for, I'm okay with.
After they shorten the game so much, it doesn't feel like you're getting your money's worth anymore.
Yeah, we've talked about it.
Yeah.
Well, and I like this too because I'm not sure if I'm a fan, and I don't think we've gotten into this, at least on this podcast, about ABS just taking over for umpires altogether.
It kind of feels like maybe that's where this is heading, and they want to get the feel for it. Mm-hmm. But I kind of think I like the idea of this better than going full automatic strike zone all the time.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Or at least doing this at first and then maybe slowly transitioning to the ABS, which I would, like I said, wouldn't be a fan of, but if they slowly do that, I think it's better than just going next year, boom, straight ABS.
Right. Because I do think that there is a fair point from the fans that are against ABS in that the umpire is kind of it's just part of baseball. Like not having a so definitive strike zone, and the hitters kind of have to feel it out as the game goes, and same with the pitchers.
Because do we I never played ball like you did.
Yeah.
You played some sort of baseball. Do you like how, would you, as a batter, would you like how some umpires, or would you know some umpires have a different kind of strike zone?
Yeah, a little bit, but I mean...
I guess that could be annoying as well because one guy might call an inside pitch a strike and one might not.
Right.
That kind of a thing.
Personally, I was never someone who went up there looking to walk. So, I guess I felt like I had a decent idea of the strike zone when I at the plate, but I've never once argued with a call in my life, but I only played as a kid, so that's different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I kind of go both ways, and I'll give our good friend Ashley Sills a shout out because we had this discussion a long time ago, and I kind of disagreed with her, but I see her point in that when you have someone calling balls and strikes rather than it being automatic or automated, it forces the hitter to kind of take chances, so to speak, especially if you're in a 2-strike situation where if the ball is close but you're not sure if it's going to be a strike, you kind of still have to swing. So that should, if they have a very good idea of where that pitch is and that it's not in the strike zone, they can take it comfortably if it's an automated strike zone versus maybe I got to try and foul this one off.
Because there's an actual... that's a good point.
Yeah. Because I've generally leaned towards I want all the calls to be correct, but it's, umpiring is a very difficult job, especially behind the plate.
Well, in any sport.
Yeah.
Even NFL refs, they miss calls all the time. Ask Niner fans to talk about Nick Bosa holds all day.
Yeah.
It's just part of the game.
Yeah.
And also, another thing people might forget about is with ABS, I think they would still have line judges and that kind of thing for baseball.
Yeah, there's still going to be umpires on the field.
You might be taking away a job from somebody or take away some pay for somebody, too, who's behind the plate.
Right.
And I think even with ABS, they'll have an umpire behind the plate.
Yeah, someone who's delivering the call.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So maybe I guess that doesn't make any sense because if there's someone behind the plate, they're still getting paid for that.
Yeah, could you argue that they deserve less money? I don't know. They probably wouldn't pay them any less than they do now. Yeah.
I'm sure umpires, I don't know what they get paid, but I'm sure they get paid. They probably don't have a second job, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. Would you see some of those well-trained umpires moving more to the collegiate level because that's where they
or maybe overseas
or where the places where they're not using those automated strike zone. Yeah. All right, college football week 4 recap. We had 3 ranked matchups. Number 11 Oklahoma beat number 22 Auburn 24-17. This was a tightly contested one all the way through. Very defensive struggle in this game. Both teams combined for less than 600 yards of offense. OU had 9 sacks in this game.
And, of course, the game-winning – they had a safety in the end.
Yeah, safety, late in the game to kind of seal the deal. I kind of have a little beef with the way that they record certain stats in football.
Okay.
It's college football specifically. So, because I heard someone, one of the referee guys that's in the booth with ESPN during this game say that because they had 7 sacks in the first half, but he said 2 of them were on design quarterback run plays where the quarterback was tackled behind the line of scrimmage. But they still gave him a sack, which I think is kind of weird.
Okay.
Because that's not, like, to me, a sack is when a guy drops back looking to pass and he gets tackled, right?
Okay.
The other one I don't like is that sack yards count against your rushing total as a team and as a player, which I think is kind of dumb.
That doesn't make any sense.
Because, like, if you're dropping back the pass, you're not looking to run the ball.
Rushing.
Exactly.
Like, if you're rushing the ball, like you were just saying, then, yeah, I think if you're making the motion to rush, then, I could see them, like, trying to minus off the total.
Right.
But if you're dropping back to pass, they don't do that in the NFL, do they?
No.
I think they have to change that.
Right.
That has to be changed.
Yeah, but that's how they've always done it.
They're not rushing.
Exactly. Like, you're clearly not – the intent is not to run the football when you're getting sacked. So why does it come off of your rushing total?
But also, could you say if – pocket collapses and the guy tries to like move around a little bit and go forward, then if they get sacked,
I think you can make it a judgment call. Like if you think their guy is now becoming a runner, maybe it's not a sack anymore and it's a loss of yards on a rush.
Yeah, no, I mean I guess it's not that serious, but I do think if you drop back to pass, and like you immediately get tackled, that shouldn't be minus off the total rushing yards.
Yeah, that's how I feel. But yeah, anyways, just a side note, couple controversial calls in this game that both went Oklahoma's way. One was a scoop and score on a fumble that was ruled an incomplete pass after review, which was not clearly an incomplete pass, but it was overturned to an incomplete pass, and Auburn should have had a touchdown on that play, or could have. Okay. So that was an interesting one. Another one was this play that I didn't even know was a point of emphasis until it happened, but apparently in college football they made, over the offseason, they tried to emphasize to teams or schools that you cannot make a substitution or do like a fake substitution where like a guy's running off the field acting like he's coming out of the game and then like kind of camp on the sideline.
Like that old Johnny Manziel.
Exactly. And OU actually pulled it off and they didn't call it in this game, which I thought was kind of interesting. And the same guy that was talking about the sack rule, he said the same thing, that this was a missed call. Wow. He felt like by the officials, but nonetheless, OU pulled off a nice win for themselves. Unfortunately, I guess I'll mention it here in a minute, but they lost their QB for about a month. So
could that be a little bit of karma?
Hey, you never know.
That sucks though for that quarter. We'll get to it, but that sucks.
Yep. Other games not nearly as competitive as this past one, but number 17, Texas Tech got a big win against number 16, Utah on the road, 34-10. Utah turned the ball over 4 times. Usually not going to win doing that.
No.
And then number 19, Indiana beat the shit out of number 9, Illinois, 63-10.
What happened there?
I have no clue. We had this game on while I was at work, and the score just kept getting worse. I think it was like 35-0 before half. It was ugly.
Indiana outgained them 579 to 161.
Isn't that crazy? They ran for 312 yards in this game. That's just utter domination.
That's insane.
Yeah. I don't know what Illinois did to
Is Illinois still ranked?
They are now number 23.
Okay,
I don't know what they deserved or did to deserve being number 9, but clearly not number 9.
No.
After that one.
Got humbled real quick.
Yeah. Our boy Mike Gundy, fired by Oklahoma State.
See ya.
I'm a man.
I'm 40.
I should have got one on these buttons. Hey, Oklahoma State Cowboys. How about that?
There we go.
His press conference after this past game, but he said some interesting things about, because someone questioned like his like his is he on the hot seat kind of thing, and he was like, I signed a contract that's got 3 more years on it, and something I'm gonna stay here until I say I don't want to be here anymore or something like that, which I thought was just like a little cocky. I guess he also said, I missed this at first, but he also said, or until somebody says that they don't want me here anymore. But still, I thought it was a little interesting. And then 2 days later, gets the axe.
After 21 years of being at Oklahoma State, though.
That's a long run. It's a good run. 654 winning percentage.
I'm not. It sucks that. Well, it's like that in between, right? Like, is it hard? It's hard to fire somebody who's been there for so long, but also, is it time to move on?
Yeah, I think that's what they felt, because I think their athletic director just said, it's better. We're in a better place without him now, which, maybe just a kind of a turning point for the program. Yeah,
one of the best molds of all time,
dude. Yeah, he rocked that thing tough. Yeah, I mean, he went to a bowl game in 18 straight seasons for Oklahoma State. 2-time Fiesta Bowl champion, but just 4-11 since the start of last season, which I think is obviously what led to this. But yeah, you don't usually see tenured coaches drop off that quickly and eventually become fired. Usually, they get a chance to right the ship, but not in this case. But yeah, 21 years, that's a good run.
Do we know who the interim is?
I did not hear. No, it's Oklahoma State, though. Next thing you know, Mike Gundy will be coaching at Tulsa.
It'll be Brandon Whedon.
Brandon Whedon, there we go. And then head coach. And then Justin Blackman going to be offensive coordinator. Stupid. Yeah. And then, speaking of Oklahoma quarterback John Mateer, he's going to undergo surgery on a broken bone in his throwing hand.
That sucks.
That's a bummer. Yeah, he's expected to miss about 4 weeks. OU's next 4 opponents, Kent State should win that one, but then number 10, Texas after that. South Carolina after that, and then number 13, Ole Miss after that. So
all I know is last year Texas beat Oklahoma.
They did pretty easily.
Pretty easily, and so
on Nick's wedding day. No less.
That's salt in the wound.
Yeah, not good.
But we were able to watch it, though.
We did watch it. Well, most of it.
I was able to pull it off for us.
I really wanted to mention something positive about Oklahoma in my best man speech, but didn't get that opportunity.
At least for Nick, the Niners won like 2 days before that on Thursday.
Yeah. One of their 6 wins last year. Sweet. Little update from the ACC. Miami is now up to number 2 in the AP poll after beating Florida 26-7. Clemson lost again to Syracuse 34-21. They got
to Cuse?
Absolutely dominated in this game.
Go orange.
I love this. Like the Dabo Sweeney thing is just like it's falling apart right in his face. He got a little testy with the media last week after their loss. And did not back it up with a good performance at all against Syracuse.
Tough to see.
17-point favorites, too, nonetheless, against
they're currently 1-3 and 17th in the ACC.
Boom. Not good. They're even behind Stanford, who lost to Virginia 48-20 this weekend.
But that means Stanford's not the worst. So
that's right. Stanford is hosting San Jose State this weekend. A little South Bay Bowl right
Battle of the South Bay. Love it.
Who can stink less?
And that's going to be at the Farm.
I believe so. I don't think. Do they go to San Jose State? Maybe they did last year. Actually,
they might have.
When they lost. Yeah, they shouldn't be. They should be paying San Jose State to come to them every time.
Going to a San Jose State game would be fun.
I've been to that stadium.
Have you?
Yeah. Who did I see them play?
Probably Stanford.
No, was it Stanford?
I don't
think it was.
How long ago was this?
This is probably 10 plus years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, at least maybe 15. I can't remember what we were there for, but yeah.
Probably football.
Well, it was for a football game, but I just can't remember why we went to that game.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it's like a small stadium, right?
It's actually not. It's not like tiny. It's not a huge stadium. I think it's just one level, but
is it like as big as Memorial Stadium here?
Bigger, yeah, definitely bigger.
Oh,
yeah. Also, Cal, their undefeated run is over. They got spanked by San Diego State, 34-0. We jinxed the shit out of these guys. I feel bad. 34.
I didn't even see the stats, but I remember seeing the score late in the day.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, Cal's going to lose.
Yeah.
We were talking to them going undefeated. We're idiots. We are idiots.
I mean, this shouldn't have been the loss, though. I think they were like 12 or 13 point favorites in this game. Like, what happened?
Also, very disappointing because that means Cal's probably never going to be ranked, which means you're never going to go to a game.
Not looking good. They will be at Boston College this weekend. Stanford beat Boston College, so if they don't beat Boston College, something's wrong.
JVS, is that his name? No,
JKS.
JKS. We need a lot.
Sagapulatelli.
Exactly.
ACC matchup of the week coming up is going to be on Friday night. Number 8, Florida State, 7.5-point favorites at Virginia.
Okay.
Virginia coming off, obviously, that ass whooping of Stanford. That was expected, but see if they can do some damage against Florida State.
Absolutely.
Week 5 preview in college football. We have 4 ranked matchups. Actually, a lot of good games, not including these 4, but we'll start with number 21 USC, who's 6.5-point favorites on the road at number 23 Illinois, who just got their shit stomped by Indiana, like we just mentioned. We also got number 4 LSU at number 13 Ole Miss, who is actually the home favorite in this game by 1.5 points, which is interesting.
I know someone who's excited.
Yeah. We'll see about that one. I don't ever trust Ole Miss when big games come around.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We also got number 6 Oregon at number 3 Penn State, who is the 3.5-point home favorite. Penn State hasn't really played anyone yet, so I think this is an interesting game.
I got a bone to pick with Oregon, like I always do. So I picked them, as you guys know, last week, 34.5 favorites against Oregon State.
Yeah, and they won by 34.
They won by 34, so that's a bad beat.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
But to your credit, you said, and I did also pay attention to this as well, it looked like Oregon wasn't going to get close to covering.
Yeah.
And then
they kind of scored some late touchdowns, right?
I can't believe I even picked Oregon.
That's pretty
rough.
rough.
Who am I? With 34, like I was this close. You couldn't win by 35 against Oregon State.
Yeah.
And we'll get to that.
Rivalry game.
Yeah. That's going to be a good game.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
I'm hoping that's a Saturday night game. Do we know?
I'm guessing it's probably 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Big noon kickoff. I could be wrong. I didn't check the time on that one, but
yeah.
Last ranked game is going to be number 17 Alabama at number 5 Georgia, who I believe is actually now 3.5-point favorites. That line was at 2.5 yesterday. Georgia's pretty dominant at home, so we'll see if Alabama can hang with them.
4:30 p.m.
Okay, it is a night game then.
Okay.
Lucky you. I was kind of hoping to watch that one.
Be able to catch.
Tough it out at work.
At least watch the first or second half or something like that. I'll be rooting hard for the Nittany Lions.
Yeah, we got a good week of college football coming up.
I wanted to ask you real quick
because
this caught my attention. You know how I am, just random things just catch my attention.
Love it.
Do you know what Rutgers' mascot is?
They are the Scarlet Knights?
Yes. I would never have guessed that under any circumstance. I saw it and I was like, the Scarlet Knights? That's what they go by? I had no idea. So, kudos to you for knowing that. I never would have guessed.
I mean, I know I've heard it. I kind of surprised that I pulled that out of my ass, though.
That was good.
Yeah.
I didn't think you'd do that. I didn't think you would get it like that, but it's just kind of random.
You should test me on mascots every week.
I guess I could.
Pull out some fucking Division III school.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I do strictly.
Who's Montana State's?
And that is college football, so that means
ding.
it's time for the NFL. Week 3 recap. Eagles beat the Rams 33-26. Rams led 26-7 early in the second half. Eagles blocked Joshua Carty's game-winning field goal attempt and returned it for a touchdown to seal the win. Jalen Hurts 4 total touchdowns. I almost had Jalen Hurts my player of the week. Almost had Jonathan Taylor first.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, no. Jalen Hurts, and then you know what? I'll let you know who it was later.
Yeah. Don't spoil it.
Don't spoil it. But Jalen Hurts is up there.
Yeah. Heck of a comeback by the Eagles. They keep doing it, man.
It sucks.
They keep doing it. They're just finding ways to win.
I was at Harry's Bar in San Francisco, shout out. And there was this Eagles fan who wasn't that rude to me, especially when he found out I was a Cowboys fan later on. Nice guy. Kind of gave me some shit, of course.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Watching that play live, and he was just E-A-G-L-E-S.
Misspelling it too, probably.
Eagles. Just going off, and he had a Randall Cunningham jersey on, which I respect the hell out of.
Yeah.
He's an old-timer. You could tell he's been an Eagles fan for probably his entire life. Just the Eagles, they kind of seem like it's just, for me in the NFC, it's just them right now.
Yeah.
It's them and everybody else.
They're cruising right now, and I feel like I'm a little afraid that they're just going to keep getting more dominant as the season goes on. But
I'd have to see their schedule. I mean, it's a first place schedule.
Yeah, so it's not going to be easy.
But I don't really think it matters.
They got the Bucks this coming weekend. Bucks are 3-0, but they haven't won easily either.
The tush push thing. The tush push thing to me, you can't get rid of it. For one,
I kind of think they're going to.
For one, because you can't give. You cannot, please, NFL America, Football America. You cannot give
Eagle
Philly fans the satisfaction of saying we were so good that they got rid of a play because of us. Please, you can't. Roger Goodell, I'm begging you.
Yeah.
I don't beg, but please, I'm begging you. Do not do this. How about people find a way just to stop it?
Right. I do agree with, like, because they kind of got away with, like, jumping early. I would be okay with them policing that a little better than they have. Because obviously, like, false starts are a thing. They call false starts on any play.
You know what I would do in that play? Just to be petty. I'd have someone line up over the line on purpose just so it'd be automatic first down. Just for like a...
They don't get the psychological
advantage over you. Because if everyone already assumes it's going to happen and it's not every time, why not just purposely give them the first down and you give them a couple more yards?
Yeah.
Like, don't like fully, like, don't make sure like the receivers on the ends, if there is, they don't have anybody.
Or you just have everyone like stand 5 yards back. Just be like, here, you can have it.
Yeah, because it just, and it sounds ridiculous. It
is a little ridiculous. But
like, just try to play a psychological game because, maybe stand back 5 yards, so maybe it causes them to be like, wait,
what's going on?
Like, why are they doing this?
Yeah.
Because could that change the whole play call and be like, oh, if they're going to stand back? I feel like we have to start trying different things instead of just getting rid of it completely. Has the NFL ever gotten rid of a play on offense like this ever? Besides like that one Raiders play when they've like purposely fumbled it.
Oh, the fumble rescue.
Whatever it is.
I just wonder how they're going to quote unquote get rid of this play. Like,
because it's a QB sneak.
Exactly. Like, are you just going to not allow the guys to push from behind? I think I would be okay with that, and the Eagles would still be good at this play without getting the push from behind. I think. Mm-hmm. But yeah, is that really going to change much? I don't think. I think they're still going to be very successful on short yardage plays.
To me, it's more about Jalen Hurts just being able to like bench press when he can bench because he's a strong guy.
Yeah, from his lower body is
because. No shade to like the Bills. Look what happened in the playoffs last year with Josh Allen.
They couldn't do it.
Yeah. And Josh Allen is a stud.
And apparently they were like the second most successful team on QB sneaks, tush pushes, whatever you want to call it.
So, yeah, Eagles won. It sucked. Whatever. They're going to win a lot of games.
I do like that they beat the Rams as a Niner fan, but I still don't like seeing the Eagles win games.
No. Your 49ers beat the Cardinals 16-15. Eddie.
You don't want to talk about your Packers?
Oh, sorry. No, I don't. Sorry, I got a little ahead of myself there. The Browns upset the Packers 13-10. Cleveland blocked a go-ahead field goal.
Real barn burner of a game.
With 27 seconds left, kicked the game-winning field goal on the ensuing drive. A lot of blocked kicks.
There was some wild shit that happened this week.
Some weird games going on.
Some weird blocked field goal situations, and also some blowout games that came out of nowhere too.
Turns out the Packers are immortal.
Yeah.
What did Micah Parsons do in this game? Do we know?
12 sacks.
Yeah, I'm sure. Your boy Micah Parsons. the god amongst men, Micah Parsons.
This honestly isn't that shocking. I felt like the Packers would play down to the Browns and they let it get away from themselves.
Well, as a Cowboys fan, nightmare situation because the Packers are going to
be
guns ablaze,
juiced up,
like as if they needed it anymore because of the Micah Parsons thing. Yeah. The Cowboys did not need this. Jerry Jones, you better get ready. Sorry. So I jumped the gun. Your 49ers beat the Cardinals 16-15. Eddie De Niro, game-winning field goal as time expired. Hey, is it nice to
see the kicker line up and make a field goal? Yes, it is. It's great.
Words right out of my mouth. Although you gave up, you thought the Niners were going to lose this game. You're like, oh, I hate losing a game on a safety. You said that.
It wasn't looking good. I mean, I don't know if I saw this correctly, but I think this is the first time that a team has given up a go-ahead safety in the final 4 minutes of a game and then come back to win.
Yeah, there we go.
So it wasn't looking great.
Mac Jones strikes again.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta give it to him and Kyle Shanahan for actually putting together a 2-minute drive that resulted in game-winning points.
And you mentioned it last week. How many pass attempts did Mac Jones have last week?
39. I think it was 41 this week.
That's a lot.
And Brock threw it 35 in week 1.
Yeah.
That's my concern with this team right now is that...
But McCaffrey's still getting his touches. He still has a ton of touches for the first few weeks of the season.
Yeah, but I'd rather see them be able to run the ball better and more at a higher rate because I feel like teams that can run the ball just have so much more control of the game. Obviously, a check down is very similar. It's a high percentage play and can be sort of an extension of the running game. But yeah, I don't love the idea of our quarterbacks throwing the ball 35 plus times
that's
every
fair.
game. I just don't think that, especially this team with a young-ish defense. They still have some veterans too, but a pretty young defense. I don't think their recipe for success is throwing the ball that many times. You know, and also with Nick Bosa now being out for the season, things are going to be looking quite different going forward on defense.
Yeah. I mean, you guys won, but at what cost?
Yeah, it's a brutal loss. Second time as a 49er that he's torn his ACL. I didn't realize he actually tore his ACL in high school too. Yeah, it's brutal.
You know, so as a Niner fan, how worried are you for his future? I mean, obviously he keeps himself in the best shape possible.
He's a specimen for sure. But
so these kind of things keep happening.
I mean,
you kind of have to.
You got to let the guy keep going out there and giving it a shot as long as he wants to.
He's still young. He's like
he's 28.
Yeah, it's insanely.
So he comes back next year. He theoretically, considering how early in the season this happened, maybe he is ready for week 1 or at least very early in the season next year. So he can have an impact next season for sure. But yeah, it definitely makes you wonder how much he's going to be able to withstand going forward.
Will this affect the Niners' defense tremendously?
I do think it does, unfortunately. I would say they're going to probably give it like 2 or 3 weeks, see what they look like, and then consider looking for a trade partner. I mean,
I keep hearing Hendrickson.
Yeah, I think that would be a fair target if the Bengals, obviously they're going to be without Joe Burrow for quite a while. So if they eventually feel like they're going to throw in the towel, he could be a target. But if we have to give up a second-round pick, is that worth it? I don't know. It's tough.
It is tough.
For half a season because he's probably going to leave in free agency after that.
Exactly.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see is someone going to step up in Nick Bosa's absence, or how is Robert Saleh going to try and cover up their lack of a pass rush without him? Are they going to blitz more? Are they going to is the back end of the defense going to be able to withstand playing one-on-one a lot in the secondary? So yeah, there's a lot that goes into it, but I'm definitely not excited about it.
No,
to say the least.
What did you say? What happened? Kill me now?
Yeah, kill me first. No, yes, Sal said, "Kill me now," and I said, "Kill me first."
That's pretty funny. Nick Bosa getting hurt. In all seriousness, even for me, it's you don't like to see it.
Yeah, you want to see every team at their full strength if possible, but that's part of sports, unfortunately.
Yeah, the Bears beat my Cowboys 31-14. Wasn't particularly close at any point, if you ask me. Unfortunately for me, when I was at the bar, the games that were in front of me were the Niner games, and the Cowboys game were clear across the bar, so I was kind of trying to keep an eye, but you could tell early on, especially when CeeDee Lamb left the game early with a high ankle sprain.
Yeah, it's a bummer, yeah.
Who was expected to miss 3 to 4 weeks. Not ideal for the Cowboys, especially with what's going on this Sunday night, if you ask me. Caleb had 298 in the air, 4 touchdowns. He looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Dak 2 interceptions, and the Cowboys had 4 total turnovers.
Yeah.
Cowboys defense, I'm going to say this every week, it stinks.
It's
bad.
They're one of the worst, unfortunately.
And I don't even think, and I might have said this last week, if Micah Parsons was on this team, it'd still stink, I think.
They'd still not be a great defense. They'd be better, theoretically, but they wouldn't be good.
And we got motherfucking Matt Eberflus as our defensive coordinator. What are we doing?
Yeah. They're hoping he was Dan Quinn 2.0.
No, I miss Dan Quinn a lot.
I bet.
He probably should be the head coach, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But yeah, the CeeDee Lamb news sucks. It paid dividends for me and my fantasy team. No one cares about that, but I kind of do.
Yeah. No, I quickly changed my opinion on the Cowboys possibly being the playoff team. And even aside from the injury to CD, but
No,
it doesn't look good.
they're not good.
Yeah.
They're not good.
Doesn't look good.
And that's it. Monday Night Football, the Lions beat the Ravens, and to me, which was a kind of surprising turn of events, they beat them 38-30. Lions 220 on the ground. Gibbs and Montgomery combined for 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
The way they're able to spread the wealth for the running backs is crazy.
It is, yeah. And those guys are
They're two
incredible
different
runners.
And they're two different kinds of runners
Yeah.
and two different kinds of running backs.
Yeah, Gibbs is your shifty kind of like, dual threat, and then Montgomery's just a thumper.
Your bowling ball.
Yeah,
Right
he
down
literally
there.
is a bowling ball. That's
Yeah,
a good way to put it.
The Lions were 3 for 3 on 4th down attempts. Of course, Dan Gamble.
That's the Dan Campbell special right
That's what
there.
he does. Derrick Henry fumbled for his 3rd straight game.
That's a little concerning.
That's a little concerning.
I mean, I guess it's better to be
100%.
doing that shit now than in January, but
Yeah.
you'd beard up.
Nice. Perfect.
I don't know what I want this time.
Okay, let's see. Should I go with the Master of Disaster?
Do it. Send it.
Fuck it, let's do it. Whatever. What's funny about this game for me, from my point of view, is the power went out at Devin's place
Oh, really?
for the second half.
Yeah.
So couldn't really watch. It was a good game to begin with, I thought.
Yeah. No, it's kind of going back and forth. Lions seem to have just a little bit more control of the game than Baltimore did for the most part. But I guess I have to start giving the Lions credit again. I was a little out on them, but this is a big win. The Ravens' defense is definitely a problem.
They are, to me, they're as bad as the Cowboys.
They're kind of getting shredded by
not
whoever they
good.
play.
They're
Yeah,
not
I
good
mean,
right
I know they beat the Browns last week, but that's the Browns.
Which is so surprising to see from the Ravens, because I feel like ever since we've watched football, Ravens' defense have always been formidable.
It's pretty much been the side of the ball that they're good on, and then you wonder about the offense.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of, since Lamar's been around, it's kind of been the
A
opposite.
little bit.
Yeah.
But I've never seen the Ravens' defense look this bad in Lamar's tenure.
This is probably as bad as it's been. I know it's a small sample size, but yeah, they got a lot to figure out for sure if they want to, be that team that's destined for the Super Bowl.
And anytime I see a team go into Baltimore and beat them in Baltimore, it impresses me.
That's a huge deal for sure.
I feel like it's a good home field advantage, and for some reason, going all the way up to that part of the United
That's why
States.
I threw down fucking $500 on my picks.
I don't blame you. That didn't pay dividends for you,
Yeah, it
unfortunately.
didn't work out. Yeah, I guess I was getting a little too cocky.
Unfortunately, some more injuries around the league. James Conner will miss the rest of the year with a broken ankle, and it looked
That was pretty rough, man.
it looked pretty bad.
Yeah.
Seeing it live. And then also Najee Harris will miss the rest of the season with a torn Achilles, and that it's weird now when you see torn Achilles. You can just tell immediately when
The calf just
pops.
pulse. Yeah, ugh, it's gross.
And for Najee Harris, being an Amari and Hampton owner in fantasy, he was, they were splitting carries pretty well.
Yeah,
And if not,
it was kind of more
leaning towards
Najee. Yeah,
Najee.
yeah.
So you hate
bummer.
to see it. And I think I saw somebody on Twitter, and I don't know if they're a credible source, but how it's not coincidental that Najee Harris playing in Pittsburgh I know every week you play different kind of fields and turfs, but playing predominantly in Pittsburgh where it was
Oh,
natural
it's grass. Yeah. And
compared
then
to
now
playing in
turf. Yeah,
turf all the time.
that's an interesting point.
It's something to do with just how it affects the body. I would have no idea. And I think the person who tweeted this is a player or former player.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. Either way, it's for both these guys, it's terrible news.
I think we're not too far away from
All
having
natural fields.
every stadium having to have natural grass, which I would love for everybody. And it's, I mean, we've stepped on natural grass and we've stepped on turf. You can tell the difference when you feel it. Like turf is hard.
And I think, not to get anybody's pocketbooks, but I think every NFL team could probably afford.
Oh my God,
Real
yes.
grass.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
I mean, I'm trying. Yeah, there's no way they couldn't. They're all $1 billion plus, multi-billion dollar.
Or if the NFL really cared about their players, they'd be like, you know what? It's on us.
Yeah.
All grass fields, we'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Because I know the NFL can afford it.
Of course. Yeah. I love what the Cardinals do, where they pull
Bring it
the
out.
pull the field out. That's to me, that's insane. That's like an insanely cool
It
thing
is
that
cool.
they can do.
It is
Yeah.
cool. Because most dome teams you see nowadays,
They're all on turf.
all on turf.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bummer.
Yeah.
Some week 3 takeaways. The Colts. Whoa, Daniel Jones.
Daniel Dimes.
3-0. Jonathan Taylor is playing like a man possessed right now.
Dude, he is on fire right now.
He is.
Yeah.
I did not have the Colts being 3-0 on my bingo card.
I mean, they seem like one of those teams where I felt like they probably had enough talent, but I was just personally, and I think everybody else in like the football community was just totally out on Daniel Jones.
Of course.
And so how could you think they were going to be good? But he's playing so great, and it's just working out perfectly.
Could Daniel Jones have his similar career path as Baker Mayfield's been having?
Well,
High draft pick.
Yeah.
Was probably supposed to do better than everyone thought at his original place that he had drafted, and then gets moved somewhere else. I know Baker kind of was sprinkled other places.
I would say he's closer to Sam Darnold because Sam Darnold wasn't because Baker Mayfield did have some moments with especially with Cleveland.
That's fair.
And then faded. Mm-hmm. Whereas I know Daniel Jones made the playoffs one season, but for the most part was not a good player with the Giants. Same like with Sam Darnold, really didn't do anything until last season.
True.
As a starter.
Any coincidence that both those guys played in the same stadium for the same New York or different New York teams?
Oh, true. Yeah, that is interesting.
Sam Darnold
and both had a little sprinkle in Minnesota.
There you go. I forgot Daniel Jones in Minnesota. I totally forgot that. Yeah, good call. Texans, they're 0-3. I think I picked them to win the AFC South.
I did not, but I think it was a pretty consensus pick by most people that they were going to win the division once again.
I can't say I've watched a lot of Texans games, but I mean, is it a CJ Stroud thing? Is he playing that bad?
Well, so funny enough, one of my reps that I do business with is a Texans fan. We were talking about it yesterday, and he's just like, CJ just doesn't quite look right now for whatever reason, and he's seemed a little concerned that if it was going to be. If this is more who he is than what we saw in his rookie year, or if it's just a funk that he's in, or if it's just early season funk or whatever it is. But yeah, he's not feeling great.
All I'm going to say is I might even say this myself, but I think a lot of people are saying, is CJ Stroud better? Is he the best quarterback in Texas right now? I think Dak Prescott might be better than him right now.
I think Dak definitely has the seniority, obviously, with the being a veteran, but he's got the track record.
Yeah.
CJ has put together one good season, and it was as a rookie. Now, book is out on him a little bit. You could argue.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. There's obviously CJ hopes to have a much longer career than just what he's shown so far.
Of course.
And
I'm mostly joking.
But also the Texans have lost all their games by a tight margin. So I think they could turn things around. The defense is very good, so I'm not worried about that. But yeah, they definitely got to get right on offense.
Was I making jokes last year about how the Cowboys were the third best Texas team behind Texans and Texas? Something like that. The Giants, the New York Football Giants, benched Russell Wilson for Jackson Dart.
That was easy.
Where's Darts?
Russell Wilson looked bad on Monday.
Yeah, that was not.
It wasn't good.
That was. I would venture to say that's probably one of the worst games he's had in his career.
And I think I heard Coward say this, but the drop off of somebody who I thought was going to be a no doubt Hall of Famer.
He was on that track for sure.
And it's I don't think he is anymore.
He was just. I think
was he
because I'm with you.
Was he a product of how good the defense was? At least that first Super Bowl year, clearly yes.
I will say after their true Super Bowl window, he had a moment as an individual where he was actually very good, and it was probably only 3-4 years. But now, he just looks like he's not relevant at all. He can't play.
He should have never. Or he should him leaving Seattle. Whether I can't remember if it was his doing, their doing. It should have never happened. I feel like him being in Seattle was the best thing for him, and the fact that he got traded, I think, was just psychologically really hard on him.
Well, I think he thought very highly of himself, and I think deservedly so, because he was coming off some of his best individual seasons before the Seahawks were like, okay, we're going to be done with you. So yeah, I think and obviously in hindsight, the Seahawks made the right decision. even though they still haven't found a quarterback since him.
True.
But they would probably be doing the same thing they're doing right now, regardless, if they kept him.
I think that's my point, though, is do we think the drop-off would have been this bad if he would have stayed in Seattle?
Well, you could argue his last season in Seattle was kind of the sign that it was kind of trending down, and I think that's why they were like, okay, we're not doing this 5-year, $150 million.
It's hard to see because I've always been a Russell Wilson guy, and it's not even like for the Niner hate of him being a Seahawk.
I've always envied him.
I thought he was a really great player great. Good to great for.
He was one of those guys that.
He was a Niner killer.
Oh, exactly, and he was great at seizing the moment, kind of, not to be corny, but
he's corny.
He's corny, so it fits. And yeah, he was so good at just getting out of trouble in the pocket. It was unbelievable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He even beat the Niners. He was a Bronco when Jimmy G stepped out of the end zone.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I mean, I hate to bring that up.
Full Orlovsky.
But that's how much Russ was good at beating the Niners.
Yeah. It is kind of wild that he's just totally fallen off the cliff. And it's funny too that it looked like he was sort of resurrecting himself last year in Pittsburgh, and then the second half of the year it was real bad.
I don't know. I think clearly he's gonna be a backup right now, but how long is he gonna want to do that for? Or is he going to try to find another place that he could be a starter?
He's kind of an odd dude, and I just wonder where, is he going to find peace in not playing football, or is he just one of those guys that's going to be a lifer and be a backup till he's 42,
He might.
Yeah.
I can see that. And also, other news, your Chiefs, get their first win.
That's cute.
Yeah. Get their first win like I expected over the Giants.
Yeah. They didn't make it easy on themselves. They kind of tried to give this game away.
It's really starting to piss me off. The Chiefs just can't win games
convincingly
at all anymore.
It is odd, and I wonder if they're ever gonna. They're probably not going to ever be that way this season.
No,
they're not going to. I don't feel like they're going to dominate teams. Their offense is they don't have a running game. Mahomes kind of seems like he has to do everything, and their receiving core is They're going to get some guys back eventually, but even those guys, I don't think they're not,
Given the Chiefs
top tier.
Given the Chiefs are my adopted sons, it's really hard to see.
Shut the fuck
It's really hard to see.
Just move to Kansas City already. Jesus Christ.
No, I don't want to move to Kansas City. Let's not get ridiculous over here. Player of the week, who do you have?
I'm going with David Montgomery. Big game as the RB2 for the Detroit Lions. Wrecked my Ravens pick, unfortunately, but I'll give him some credit. He went for 150 and a couple touchdowns on the ground.
That's a great day. I'm going Jordan Davis, D tackle for the Eagles.
Really? Did he do anything else other than
he had one sack, 5 tackles. He had 2 blocked field goals, and one of them returned for a field goal, 4 touchdown to win the game.
2 blocked field goals? Really? I was not aware of that.
Yep.
My bad.
For the Eagles, at the end of regulation, won the game for him.
Yeah.
Not only did he block it, he also ran it back. And I thought that was...
That's big time.
Warranted.
I mean, obviously the touchdown didn't matter at that point, but it's still fun to watch.
Good point, but I think it's a nice little cherry on top.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm going to go with Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis, I'm sorry, I was not familiar with your game.
A little Week 4 preview. Thursday Night Football, we have the Seahawks as 1.5-point favorites at the Cardinals, so they're road favorites.
I hope they both lose.
Tie.
Can they both lose?
No, they can't, unfortunately.
Okay, tie.
There's a game in Dublin this week. The Vikings are favored by 2.5 against the Steelers.
I didn't realize they were starting the European trip so early in the year.
Yeah.
And then don't the Vikings stay over and they're going to play in England the next week, I believe?
They might.
Yeah.
That's a good call. Eagles, 3.5-point favorites at the Buccaneers, so another road favorite.
That's going to be an interesting one.
I didn't pick that game, but I would pick the Eagles convincingly in that game. Personally.
I did pick that game, so
okay, there we go.
For in about 2 minutes.
Ravens, 2.5-point favorites at Chiefs, another road favorite.
That game also interesting. I thought about picking this one. I stayed away though.
The loser of that game will be 1-3.
Isn't that crazy?
1-3.
One of those things.
Either the Ravens or Chiefs will be 1-3 to start the season. Jags at your Niners. Niners are 2.5-point favorites. That is the Mac Jones, if he plays, revenge game.
Yeah, well, so it's kind of interesting now because Mac came out of that game with an injury that he actually kind of worked through during the game. the knee situation that he's got going on. And it sounds like Brock is progressing faster than expected, so could see Brock on the field. Regardless, going to be a tough game for the Niners, I think.
Do you think? Well, because I think after this game, you guys play Thursday night against the Rams.
Yeah, that game is Thursday. You're right. Yeah,
That is Thursday. So I think I could see really tough. Mac Jones played at least try to start this game. Maybe Brock. Nah, Brock.
I'm curious. I'm curious who actually is more healthy, honestly.
Just because of what I think was hard for the Niners and Shanahan is the game being on Thursday, the next game.
Right.
I think it was on Sunday, totally different story. But the fact it's such a quick turnaround, like, do you want to kind of get Brock back, play that game, kind of hurt possibly, and then go back to Thursday that quickly?
Right.
Or do you want to save Brock for Sunday and then have him play Thursday, which probably will be an important game for the standings?
Yeah, it's an interesting situation. You're right. I kind of didn't think about that. I like coming into this year, I felt like these first 4 weeks are going to be really important, like because they are not like gimme wins, but they're winnable games, all 4 of them. And they've managed to already be 3-0, which is great. But yeah, I think that's a really tough situation for them.
I think you start Mac Jones if he can play, and then
I don't know, because I really don't know who is the more healthy quarterback. It's not, to me, it's not clear on Wednesday, September 24th, 2025.
Yeah.
It's not clear who's more healthy, because I would say that Brock. They said that if it was a playoff game, that Brock would have played last week. So I think that makes that this week much more realistic for him to play. And then you have Mac coming off, injury from this previous week. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think if Brock is good enough to play, you play him.
Yeah,
I think we're
because
there.
that makes sense. 'Cause he is a professional and he could go Sunday to Thursday. It's what he's training himself for.
And if he comes out of that game a little dinged up, then you give Mac Jones another 4 days to get himself in shape.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, that is a tough call, though. I'm curious to see what happens there.
Also, Trevor Lawrence is going back to the stadium where he won his one and only
Isn't that crazy?
national championship.
I'll never forget that specific game because I think I've told you the story, but
We were at Rubicon.
we were.
Yeah.
We were.
Were you
Not that day. I was not working for the game,
Okay.
but that week they had a lot of hotels in the Bay Area were selling out because we had two fan bases traveling for that game, and we actually had Clemson fans staying at the Marriott.
Yeah.
When I was working there.
Well, it's funny. I remember this because my mom was working at ABC at the time, and they were getting tipped $2 bills that were stamped with Clemson. Clemson Pops.
I'll never forget those. They were, which I think is really cool what they did.
Oh, for
and
sure.
I think I've probably mentioned on this podcast before, but the fact that they go to the bank before they hit the road, Clemson fans, and they
just stamp
go
them.
wherever city they're going, stamp them with their tiger paws, and they kind of hand them out as tips to
really
make their
cool.
mark on a city.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that. You know what's funny about that game that we were at Rubicon for? Devin came to Rubicon when she was pregnant.
Yeah, with Theo. Yeah, that's right. Forgot about that.
Long time ago. Sunday Night Football this week. Packers are 6.5-point favorites against the Cowboys. Another road favorite. And I think the Packers should be favored by a lot more, if you ask me. Given the Cowboys' Swiss cheese defense, given CeeDee Lamb's not playing, I heard Stephen A. Smith say it today. It's going to be an annihilation, and I could not agree more with it.
Yeah.
It's going to be bad. It's going to be real bad. I did say the same thing about the Eagles game 1. It wasn't that bad of a game.
Yeah.
Given there was a rain delay, weather delay. I think this game could get bad.
We've seen Jordan Love cook in this stadium before.
Oh, God, dude. Sorry. No, it's okay.
We're both taking shots today.
Do you know how many times I take shots at the Niners on this podcast? All the time. Anytime it's okay. I can handle it.
Had to.
It's
Thick skin over here, baby. Thick skin.
thick skin. You have to. You cannot be on this podcast with thin skin.
No.
I will say that. Well, are we ready for our pick recap?
Yes, let's let the people know what happened last week.
I did bad.
Yes, Gage, you went 1-3. Sorry to say, only minus $200 though. You got your $300 pick right with the Chiefs covering 6.5 against the Giants.
My adopted sons.
But you did lose with the Raiders against the Commanders.
Oh man.
Bucks versus the Jets, which was a brutal one.
Yes. What was it?
Because the Jets, I think the Jets might have been able to cover regardless, but they had some weirdness late in the game there. Yeah,
That's all right.
And then Oregon, of course, like you mentioned earlier, 34.5-point favorites. The hook got you. The hook.
All of a sudden, Marcus Mariota wants to be Oregon Marcus Mariota. I thought I cooked that pick, too. I thought I was cooking.
Yeah, the Commanders fucking rolled the
It
Raiders.
rolled them. Big time.
That was ugly.
Unbelievably.
I went 1-2, lost $400 this week. I was so close with Nebraska against Michigan, too. I had Nebraska plus 2.5, and they lost by 3. Had Baltimore. That was my $500 pick, and we all know what happened there. Honestly, that game at the end wasn't even really that close.
You felt good with that one.
I did. And then my only cover was the Chargers winning by 3 against Denver. They had to cover 2.5.
There you go.
Which was, thank God.
Your boy Jim Harbaugh.
Just saving a win this week by the skin of my teeth.
Man.
Gage, who are you taking this week?
So for my college football game, I'm going to go number 24 TCU, who is 3-0. I'm going to have them at 3.5-point dogs.
Oh.
So plus 3.5. At ASU, who is 3-1. I'm going to put $100 on it.
Okay.
Because I am so far over 2 in my college picks, unfortunately. So I don't want to put too much on it.
This is going to be your one win.
No, it's not. I can promise you that. My second pick, I'm going NFL Bears. I had them yesterday at plus 1.5, although today they are.
Yesterday.
The Bears today are now minus 1.5 favorites, but I got them yesterday, so I'm going to stick with it. At the Raiders, $200. Feel really good about that one.
Yeah, I would like that too.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going, it's a Gage's guarantee. Packers minus 6.5-point favorites at the Cowboys. I'm putting 500 big ones.
Ooh.
You know, hey, I put 500. I put 5,000. I put 500,000. Don't matter. Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5.
It's a Gage's guarantee. I have to double down.
Yeah, I love the double down.
And I feel so great about it. I will not be drinking this Malort next week.
Let me pour you up.
No, not gonna happen. Sorry about it. So I'm only doing 3 picks this week.
Okay.
I've been doing 4, but I thought since
You gonna dial it back this week?
I'm doing a $500 pick, I think I might not need to do a 4th pick.
I like it. I'm going the opposite way. I'm going 5 picks this week.
Because you need it.
Big college football week. I'm taking number 23 Illinois to bounce back after that shellacking from last week.
Okay.
They are 6.5-point home underdogs against number 21 USC, who Joel Klatt could not stop slurping on the Colin Cowherd show today. So I'm going to go against Joel, and I'm going to take the Fighting Illini plus 6.5 for $200.
Okay.
My second college football pick is going to be number 5 Georgia minus 2.5 at home versus number 17 Alabama. Georgia is on an insane 40-something game home winning streak right now.
Really?
I could be wrong, but they're on a crazy winning streak at home, and they're only giving 2.5 points to Alabama.
Do we know what the record is for most home wins?
I don't. Yeah.
Remember, didn't USC have one that was like
I think they did, yeah, in their heyday.
Like Matt Leinart did
Yeah.
and stuff, yeah.
But yeah, so I think this line has now moved to 3.5, but it was 2.5 yesterday, so I'm sticking with that. I'm putting $400 down on Georgia. They're going to take down Alabama, who I've been down on since the start of the season. My third college football pick, I'm admitting that I'm gonna hedge this a little bit. I got Oregon plus 3.5 at Penn State for just $100, but I am gonna take the Ducks to win that one, or at least not lose by more than 3 against the Nittany Lions. And then I got 2 NFL picks. I'm taking the Eagles minus 3.5 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for $200, and then the Detroit Lions minus 8.5 against the Browns for $300.
Dude. The longest home winning streak in college football is 58 games.
Who did it?
Achieved by the Miami Hurricanes from 85 to 94.
That sounds about right.
They didn't
for the
lose.
team that would
They
do it.
didn't lose at home
For what, like
for
10 years?
10 years.
I'm now curious what Georgia's record. I thought I heard it was like 40-ish.
They're not even in the top. Well, okay, so
They're not even on that list. Oh, because those are all 40-something.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That is like the second one's Alabama 57, and
Is that the recent one?
no, it was from 63 to 82.
Oh yeah.
That's that's a lot of games in a
Yeah,
row.
that's dominant.
Hey, even Harvard they had 57 also.
Really? Who are they playing? Colgate every time?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Playing the toothpaste
Yeah,
school?
playing toothpaste. Oklahoma had 47 from 46 to 57. Nothing really recent.
Is Nebraska up there?
Nebraska Cornhuskers actually 47 from 91.
Florida State makes sense.
Yeah.
Michigan, yep.
Wow.
All the powerhouses for
50,
sure.
58? That's insane.
That's crazy.
Like you could have Van Wildered it and been at school for 8 years,
Right.
And you would have
Never seen a loss at home.
Home winning games.
Good stuff.
Thanks.
Let's, yeah, we are. Someday.
I don't even want to watch the game on Sunday for the Cowboys on Sunday night.
You don't?
Hell no. Are you kidding me?
It's gonna be great.
You know what might actually bring me joy is like Micah Parsons' 5-sack game. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Just so Jerry Jones, what is he going to say after?
But all 5 of the sacks come when the game is out of reach.
Right. It's already 34-3.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
You got anything?
I was going to save it for last, if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course. I'll go first.
I thought it could be fun.
I want to give a shout out to our team PSG. They got FIFA Awards. I'm just going to not say anything from here on out. But, yes, they did win Club of the Year. Also, Ousmane Dembele won the Ballon d'Or for basically Player of the Year last season. So, shout out to him. Luis Enrique, Coach of the Year. Gigi Donnarumma, who's no longer with the team, Goalkeeper of the Year, but nonetheless did it for PSG. I think they had 7 players finish in the top 25 for the Ballon d'Or, which is insane. So it just tells you what kind of season they had. So kudos to a great year. I think Luis Enrique deserves so much credit for everything they've done in the last couple seasons and turning this thing around and just creating the culture that they now possess that is a winning culture, which is all you can ask for as a fan.
Absolutely.
Right?
I think I need a PSG jersey.
I've been wanting one.
I want an older scale kind of looking one.
Yeah.
Like an older one for sure.
So do we need to go to what's the store that Sal likes?
The Coliseum?
Coliseum, yeah.
I mean,
go
that'd probably be the place to go. Yes.
Just
to see.
I need to check it out. See what they got.
Check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, Fred VanVleet apparently tore his ACL during a workout, unfortunately. So he's going to be up for the year for the Rockets.
That's tough.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys too. Came up through the G League.
Yeah.
Who you love to have on your team.
More of a heart and soul guy than like a stat type contributor guy, but definitely was. I mean, he gave the Warriors some fits in that playoff series last year when he was playing with the Rockets. So. Yeah,
in the finals, not to rub it in, but I mean he had.
Oh yeah, no, he was great.
Of a series,
for the Raptors back then. Yeah, absolutely.
So I hate to see that.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see how they address his absence. If they go out and get a veteran, or if they just try and replace him within.
Well, if you're KD, you're like, man, really?
Yeah, I mean, with all that being said, though, it's like, is Fred VanVleet a star player? No, but
he's a good.
He's a high-level role player.
Why do I want to say he reminds me a little bit of a poor man's Chauncey Billups?
Definitely poor man's. Yeah, because Chauncey Billups was really good. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of some guy who was.
I'm thinking more about this stage of his career because Fred VanVleet 6-8 years ago is a different player than he is now. Yeah.
Okay. The only thing I had is something that Dev and I talked about. Do you want to take a guess about? This is not sports related at all. Do you want to take a guess how old John Mayer is?
I'm gonna go 48.
Man, you were way better than I did. I guessed 38, and I was way off.
He's been around for a minute.
He's 47.
Oh wow!
He's gonna be 48 in October.
Oh,
hey, congrats! I was way off.
Now he's been doing it for a while.
He has.
He's been relevant for at least 20 years.
He looks pretty good for being almost 48.
He does.
I gotta say, I was shocked.
Yeah.
I guess I just weighed.
Well, you kind of made me guess a little high. I think.
I don't want to give you my guess because I want that to affect your guess.
I think a fair guess would have been early to mid 40s, but the fact that you were kind of you made me think that he was older than I thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next time I ask you a question like that, I have to kind of word it differently. Do you like John Mayer?
Yeah, I mean, he's fine. I don't listen to his music, but he's fine.
I've
heard he's kind of a player.
Really guess.
To
John
some-
Mayer he's good. I'm not gonna sit here and say listen to him.
Yeah.
Because I don't. I saw him in concert. That was cool. But I don't.
Did he dated Taylor, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
When she was like real young.
yeah.
Well, you know, old enough but young.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because she's only in her early 30s, right? Or mid 30s, maybe?
Should we try to take a guess?
I'm going to say she's 35.
Yeah, that's probably spot on. I'll say 33. Just type up Taylor Swift age.
1989, so she is 26.
No.
36.
Okay.
She's 35 actually right now. She's going to be 36 in
Okay,
December.
there we
God,
go.
I'm good.
You are good.
Ask me someone's age.
How old do you think Travis Barker is?
42 now. All right. Well,
That's it.
that's it. We did it. Thank you all for
That was
watching and
easy.
listening. We're going to see you next time. Peace.